Whoa. I didn't realize how zoomed in my face it is. Hold up. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why we waited. So we had our bus, which was at 2 p.m. That's the only bus they had left. And it was cheap. It was like $80 there each, USD. It wasn't too much. We decided, I don't know why we decided before, but we heard from people saying that you should convert your money at the airport. It's too far away. Like, there's probably like 4 or 5 out somewhere in Los Angeles, but it's a bit of a mission and you're losing more money. So we went to the airport and 8,500 Australian dollars converted to $4,000, even though they said it was only a $15 you're gonna lose. And we're like, that's not $15, we're losing, like, it should have been at least 5,000, because online it said, because I have that phone app, but apparently it was a wholesale price. I didn't really understand it. My boyfriend was so annoyed though. Like, he was fuming because we missed out on so many big artists and we missed out on pretty much the whole day. So we're still at the airport and we'll because we're at the airport too, it was going to cost more money coming from the airport and going straight to Palm Springs. There was no other way. We're looking up trams and stuff. They didn't have trams because Palm Springs was in the middle of the desert. It was like 170 or something. You still got to tip them or whatnot. So it ended up being about 400 Australian dollars or whatever it is to get to Palm Springs. But on the Uber app, it was $6.50 Australian. It was a lot. So we did save ourselves a bit of money. But $400 though, come on. We only just got to Los Angeles. We already lost like majority of our money. But we got there about 6 p.m. I was sweating because it was hot. But we had the coolest Uber driver. He was so cool. He was playing like rap music, hip hop and whatnot. It was pretty cool. And we're just like listening to bangers. He was letting us drink in his car, so we're getting smashed. And then when I got to my hotel, I got really I was pretty tipsy. Got some cool photos, like quickly touched my makeup off, had a quick shower. Then we hopped in another lift because of Uber app, catching the bus, which was like another 40 minutes, and we just had a long drive, so we're like, nah. Then we hopped in the lift, went to Coachella Valley, but once we got to Coachella Valley, it was a half-an-hour drive. Coachella Valley isn't Coachella Festival. It was a totally different places. It was in the middle of nowhere. So don't put that in the maps. I should have researched this before I went there, but yeah, Coachella Festival was like another half an hour the opposite way. So we had to drive an hour. Anyway, we got there at 9 p.m. And another thing we didn't get was our wristbands, the proper wristbands. We had to get the reusable plastic ones. You're supposed to be getting those proper Coachella wristbands from the mail, but we never received them. And maybe because we're overseas, we're not American, I don't know, but everyone had those proper wristbands. And the guy said, you can't go unless you have them. And we were like, where do we get them from? So we had to line up this long lineup just to get them. So that was another half an hour. Metro Boomin was playing just when we got our wristbands. And then it was another before we got the wristbands. Once we got to the front of Coachella, it was like nearly an hour walk just to get inside. That's how big the festival is. And it was crazy, man. Like, just the amount of traveling and everything. We weren't really in the mood. Well, we're pretty hyped and we're pretty excited, but we were like, our brains just haven't rested. We're just wide awake. Like, even on the plane, there's babies screaming and stuff. Like, you can't even, I just wanted to sleep. I was just fully awake. But we seen Metro Boomin. Then we went to Bad Bunny after. Bad Bunny was cool. I didn't realize how cool Bad Bunny was because I guess I'm Australian. I don't really understand what he says, but like his music's pretty cool. And The Weeknd was on, and that was cool. But just to end the story, as we're leaving, we left when it finished, and we shouldn't have done that because we already spent a lot of money just getting to Coachella. We got our Lyft app out, and because it's in the middle of the desert and the amount of people that's leaving at the same time, and there's not many Uber drivers. Oh, it was crazy. It was about $250 American to $300, like just to get back home, which was only like 20 to 30 minutes drive to our hotel. And we so didn't want to pay it because that was $600 plus. So we've paid nearly $1,000 just to get there and back. And we had like an hour in there. We sold our tickets the next day, but the guy didn't really believe us because the plastic wristbands. So it was kind of spending a couple hours just trying to suss out the tickets. And because he didn't believe us because he's from America. He's never seen them before, but he asked his mates and they said to him that they're real. Yeah, but you definitely need a group. You need a big group for that festival. So you can all split it money. It's a lot of money. Like the drinks in the festival were about 20 to 30 USD, and then you get a tip as well. Crazy. It's about $60 just for a drink. And it's just a lot. You need a lot of money. But other than that, the hype of the festival is like cool. It's a must. I would so go there again. But you need a group if you're coming from overseas. That's not a good idea after all that traveling. And we found this, I don't know if it's a convenience store. Not a convenience store. It's called something. Where you get your stuff from. And then he got high. So I was like looking after him. And then we went for a swim. Pretty much the moral of Coachella. But yeah, I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you in the next one.